So, what's 30 years old and just got a makeover?
Your dad. Wow. Welcome to D-Class!
Good thing you cut me off right there. Anyway, guys, I'm Ash, your D-Class hero.
I'm Car Dreamer, the amazing hero.
Debatable. Anyway, if you're wondering what we're talking about, it's the 30th anniversary of a certain game. We're both big fans of it. The game just hasn't been doing well the past couple of years.
Well, yeah, you can't do well if you don't exist.
Precisely. So, with that being said, Mega Man 11's trailer just dropped a couple days ago.
And we will have a link to that in the description below.
Yep, on the Capcom official page. So, what do you think so far? I mean, it's a minute-long trailer. We get to see Mega Man a new 2.5D design. Very reminiscent of Mega Man Powered Up and the X games later on in the line.
Well, I was hoping it would be a little more realistic / better graphics along the lines of Mega Man X in the later series, but
it's still the original Rockman.
And it's better than Powered Up as far as graphic representation goes. I really wasn't a fan of the cutesy.
I like Powered Up because they just kind of accentuate everyone's personalities in the game. They made Fireman just like a Texan who just wanted the barbecue stuff. It was great. It was a good old time.
Fair enough. My hesitation is that it almost looks like it's going, "Hey, Mighty Number 9, kiss my butt. This is what you should have been." And
is that a bad thing though?
Well, no. Mighty Number 9 should die.
That hurts me to say because I enjoyed the game. You guys can crucify me later. But I enjoyed Mighty Number 9. Was it a great game? No, but that's not what this video is about. I see what you mean though in terms of representation. It does feel a lot like Mighty Number 9 in terms of that 3D world. Yes,
just graphic style.
Graphic style, yes, but it looks a lot more lively than that game by comparison.
Yes.
There's so much more going on in the background and foreground.
It definitely does look good, and I will not argue that. I am excited for this. I'm actually really surprised that they did not do the whole 8-bit style that 9 and 10 did.
Yeah.
So this is really good.
It's been kind of on and off in terms of the past couple of games, just for the fact that it just changed representation. It's gone from 8-bit to like
16-bit to pseudo 8-bit to
pseudo 8-bit
back to 8-bit.
Then like kind of like that 3D-esque one, or like the really, what was 8?
Maverick Hunter X.
Yeah, that actually yes.
Yeah.
But the Rockman specifically, The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in this somewhere.
I'm
somehow.
Sure he is. Asking if you all smell what he's cooking.
I mean, if it's barbecue, I'm in for it. Because who doesn't love barbecue?
I'm just lazy, but I love barbecue.
There you go. But yeah, Rockman has gone through a lot of visual changes over the years, particularly in the Rock series. Or the X, the regular Rockman series. Because X has pretty much stayed the same in terms of design. It's just gone up in terms of 3D representation, I guess, is what I want to say.
Yeah.
Now we kind of got like that nice mix between X later down the road and, you know, Mega Man 8, where he's kind of like, okay, he looks how he did in kind of OVAs. The OVAs were good, not the TV show, but the OVA TV show was good.
Okay. All I'm saying is I'm glad they're doing another Mega Man, but dang it, it doesn't have to be a numbered game, but show me the Mega Man game where he dies and we see a transition.
Yeah, we know for a fact in terms of lore that Rock was the precursor to X. And it'd be very nice in terms of a storyline to see the transition from Rock to X, because from my understanding is, it's the same programming and ethics engine that Rock has put into X. I guess.
I don't see why it would need to be tested if it's the same system. I
don't know, just for that he won't have a moral guide in Dr. Light. Because he's kind of his moral compass, let's be honest.
True.
He doesn't really deal with many other humans aside from Dr. Kozak and all them. Wily's a dick. But then again, Wily gave us 0, so I can't really complain too much.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, so let's talk about the transformations real quick. Like, we see the one in the trailer where it's him just getting the big hand.
So...
He's allowed personal time, I guess?
Wow.
It was either you or me gonna say it.
Well...
It was just a matter of time.
Yeah, it was, considering how blue he's been.
There we go.
So, I'm just excited for the game. I'm glad to see Mega Man's finally making a comeback. I'm excited to see what the game has in store. I'm kind of worried about his, like, it almost looked like near the end of the trailer it was a super charge attack, not just his normal Mega Buster, but like some extreme special super move, something right out of Marvel
I don't want
vs.
super
Capcom.
moves. I really don't. I mean, it's neat. Don't get me wrong. Like X's and Rock's transformations in the MVC games were always really neat, but like not 100% necessary in my opinion. I mean, it was a super move. I get it. Okay, fine, but I don't need this in an actual Mega Man game. I do like the transformation. I think it's different from the classic him just changing color. Like, for the most part, like, if he was, like, say, Woodman's power or whatever, like, the Leaf Shield, he just turned kind of different shades of green.
Yeah.
And now we actually see, like, a physical change on his person.
But this is not the first time that they've shown that.
No.
If you recall the old 90s Mega Man cartoon, it's very similar to what happened when he took on Gutsman's power. His arm got bigger. Hey! I just say it like it is.
Too easy. But, no, I see what you mean. It's very reminiscent of the old 90s cartoon in the sense that you see a physical change on his person. I like this because then it just feels like everything's a little bit more unique.
It's true, but now, you know, you used to have to chalk it up to the power. It was just programming. The powers were programming.
Yeah.
But now he's going through a physical transformation that isn't Rush being an adapter. So where's he growing this extra metal to do this?
Yeah, that's a good question in terms of science.
We don't need science. We have futuristic robots with a scientist as... Damn it, Capcom!
The one power we see him use in the trailer is very interesting to me, where he just dropped 4 consecutive blocks right in front of you.
It looks like just an extension of what... I mean, whereas Gutsman power lets you pick up a block and throw it and it's split into 4. This is like, screw it, bring on the rain.
Yeah, basically. And, like, I'm kind of one way or the other with this one. I'm on the fence with it, just for the fact that, like, it is pretty much an advanced version of Gutsman's power, but, like, I miss pick up a motherfucker and throw him at another motherfucker.
Yeah. It's kind of like Mega Man forgot how to get his rocks off.
There's going to be so many puns in this. I am so sorry. Right here, right now.
I'm not. And did you notice the power is still blue?
It is. Blue ball so hard. I do.
Maybe that's why it's all over the place.
Oof, wow. Okay, we might make this an R-rated video at this point.
Rated R. We're D-class. Yes, we are.
In that sense, because we are D-class, but we are what we are. We have accepted it. Deal with it! But, we still see, like, classic things like Rush in there, the Metars, all the classic enemies of sorts. Did you notice the one enemy that was actually going into the fore and background? The crane, like, machine.
Yes.
I do like that.
Yeah, I think it looks like a traditional Mega Man game as far as gameplay goes, with the exception of that extreme move, whatever it was, for lack of
which we don't know what it is.
I like that there were tributes to enemies from the different games, whereas like the construction worker that threw the pickaxe from Mega Man 1 was there.
Yep.
And what I also liked is that it didn't so far seem over the top, like you don't have to collect nuts and bolts and buy up. I couldn't stand that, honestly.
Well, he can't get his nuts off.
That's why he bolted.
Again, all the puns. All the puns. But continue, I'm sorry.
It's just, I didn't really care for that aspect of Mega Man, collecting all them to buy upgrades. And...
I didn't mind finding the upgrades for the power armor, though. Whether it was X or, you know...
No, I don't mind that, but I don't want to get so RPG-ish into a platform shooter.
That's fair. That's very fair.
That stuff was a little better suited for X.
Yeah, I will agree with that, because finding the power armor in any of the X games made the game a lot easier, because you just had a lot more firepower and you could charge up certain attacks. Definitely made it for, like, okay, here's a game changer, let's go at it. Or I can just run through the entire game and just, you know, shoot lemons. An occasional lime, and then some weird blue thing.
Oh, the blue. There's a reason he's called the Blue Bomber. Because when he explodes...
That's always something that kind of weirded me out. Like, why was he called the Blue Bomber? Like, he has no explosive power like that in terms of explosions. Like, you know, there's actually a Bomberman in this.
This trailer shows it. He gets a... Yeah, it just brings... No, we're not going there. So anyway...
I mean, radar for launch.
I mean, there isn't too much more we can discuss about the trailer itself. It looked good. It looked classic Mega Man in its gameplay. It looks like they may have added a certain gimmicky little twist to it, which may or may not work. It kind of reminded me of Marvel vs. Capcom Mega Man.
Are you talking about the enemy that's going to the forward and background, or are you talking about the super move?
The super move.
Okay, that I will agree with. I like the idea of an enemy going to the forward and background because it adds an extra depth to the combat. That's just my personal preference. Because, like, one of my favorite things, like, Zeo Drifter. I still need to do a Let's Play of that game. But in that game, you actually get a superpower that gives you the ability to jump into the background and fight enemies over there. And lets you bypass certain areas that you can't get past in the foreground. And, yeah. If they can implicate something like that in the game, I think it would just add a whole new dimension to the game.
There is one game, or one aspect to the game that better be here, because if it's missing, I will find out. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Proto Man?
No. Oh. Proto Man. I thought you said Birdman.
I said Proto Man.
I know, but you didn't deserve the credit.
See what I gotta deal with? But, yeah, Proto Man better be in there. It'd be really nice, actually, in my opinion, if after completing the game, you got to play him as a second storyline.
That'd be nice. It would be nice if he just had his own standalone game.
Like, honestly, because, what was it, like, Maverick Hunter X, beating that game actually gave you the ability to play as Vile. And Vile had his own set of moves and weapons and stuff, and it was really nice.
Nice.
And instead of, like, having the, you know, charge shot, like, you know, the X-Buster, like X has, you got a rocket arm. Just like from the original, like, power-up armor with Rush.
Nice.
It was a lot like that, and it was a powerful weapon. It just homed in on any enemies that were in front of you. If it passed them, okay, you just charge up and fire again. Always you had your shoulder cannon. But, like, it was a really great thing to play as the villain in that sense. And you had something down all the same enemies as X was for a different reason. It was just a really nice twist. If we got something like that with Proto Man, or hell, even Roll, see what the hell she's been doing while he's doing all the work. I don't know.
Not putting the vacuum to the right use.
Wow. I mean, look, if we have Roll as a playable character, or
what is she gonna do?
Look, I want to see her have her own set of moves. I'm not gonna lie.
She's a housemaid robot.
Exactly. It'd be great to see what kind of housemaid moves. Like, we're not that sexist. I promise you.
It's not. It has nothing to do with sexism. That was what in the story she's created for.
He's not wrong. That actually is her entire character. But she was very helpful in the show way back when. She was helpful in some.
Yes, she used her vacuum cleaner.
She
not saying what I can and should.
You're not helping. But in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, which is another like fighter game, Roll is a playable character, and she had a lot of cool moves based off her being a house cleaning robot. is actually really neat because she had like a slide attack using a wet mop to just slide across the room and just hit things with like a spear. It was like really neat. Stuff like that would be interesting to me. Actually, I just want more aside from just the straightforward Mega Man story for once. Not saying I'm against it, but like having that extra thing that you unlock at the end is much more satisfying to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that would be like Mega Man 10. I think you could play through his base and Proto Man.
Yeah, exactly. Hell, put Bass in there again. Give him his own set of moves. See how he does differently.
Yep.
Because Mega Man and Bass, they had different kinds of move sets. Because like what was it? Bass had more of like a machine gun type weapon, while Rockman had a the Buster.
You know, you can call him Mega Man.
It's just a habit. Okay, leave me alone.
Why is it a habit? You're in the U.S. Fail.
I watched a lot of the Japanese dubs for Mega Man and T1, and it was called Rockman. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Have you met me?
No.
On that note,
I have not met you. I put up with you. Anyway.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen,
I think we've covered all we can.
We really have. It was only a minute-long trailer. It was really exciting to see, but it's a tease. So leave your comments down below. What's your favorite Mega Man? What's your favorite villain?
Are you excited for this game? Do you like the changes you're seeing? Yes or no? Go in depth?
Yeah. Well, we would love to keep this going as a discussion. So,
honestly, like, tell us, would you like to see an actual playable character being the main campaign? Yes or no? Do you want, like, a speedrunner mode? Hell if I know what they're gonna put in it.
Well, they probably will, since the speedrunner mode's been in the last two.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
On that note, I'm Card Dreamer.
I'm Ash.
See ya.